Greetings, everybody. You know, the president has been in the news this week. Not because he didn't do much of anything, but he actually did do something. He got one of our held captives back. Now, instead of me talking about it, here's the president earlier this week.
Good afternoon, everybody. This morning, I called Bob and Janny Bergdahl and told them that after nearly 5 years in captivity, their son, Bo, is coming home. Sergeant Bergdahl has missed birthdays and holidays and the simple moments with family and friends, which all of us take for granted. But while Bo was gone, he was never forgotten. His parents thought about him and prayed for him every single day, as did his sister Sky, who prayed for his safe return. He wasn't forgotten by his community in Idaho or the military, which rallied to support the Bergdahls through thick and thin. And he wasn't forgotten by his country, because the United States of America does not ever leave our men and women in uniform behind. As Commander-in-Chief, I am proud of the service members who recovered Sergeant Bergdahl and brought him safely out of harm's way. As usual, they performed with extraordinary courage and professionalism, and they've made their nation proud. Right now, our top priority is making sure that Bo gets the care and support that he needs and that he can be reunited with his family as soon as possible. I'm also grateful for the tireless work of our diplomats and for the cooperation of the government of Qatar in helping to secure Bo's release. We've worked for several years to achieve this goal, and earlier this week I was able to personally thank the Emir of Qatar for his leadership in helping us get it done. As part of this effort, the United States is transferring 5 detainees from the prison in Guantanamo Bay to Qatar. The Qatari government has given us assurances that it will put in place measures to protect our national security. I also want to express gratitude to the Afghan government, which has always supported our efforts to secure Bo's release. Going forward, the United States will continue to support an Afghan-led process of reconciliation, which could help secure a hard-earned peace within a sovereign and unified Afghanistan. As I said earlier this week, we're committed to winding down the war in Afghanistan, and we are committed to closing Gitmo. But we also made an ironclad commitment to bring our prisoners of war home. That's who we are as Americans. It's a profound obligation within our military, and today, at least in this instance, it's a promise we've been able to keep. I am mindful, though, that there are many troops who remain missing in the past. That's why we're never going to forget. We're never going to give up our search for service members who remain unaccounted for. We also remain deeply committed to securing the release of American citizens who are unjustly detained abroad and deserve to be reunited with their families, just like the Bergdahls soon will be. Bob and Janny, today families across America share in the joy that I know you feel. As a parent, I can't imagine the hardship that you guys have gone through. As president, I know that I speak for all Americans when I say we cannot wait for the moment when you are reunited and your son Bo is back in your arms. So with that, I'd like Bob to have an opportunity to say something, and Jan, if she'd like as well. Please.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported Bo. He's had a wonderful team everywhere. We will continue to stay strong for Bo while he recovers. Thank you.
I'd like to say to Bo right now, who's having trouble speaking English, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Zayabayem. I'm your father, Bo. The people of Afghanistan, the same. Khalifa al-Thani, the complicated nature of this recovery will never really be comprehended. To each and every single one who affected this in this country, in the service branches, at the State Department, throughout the whole of American government, and around the world at international governments around the world. Thank you so much. We just can't communicate the words this morning when we heard from the President. So we look forward to continuing the recovery of our son, which is going to be a considerable task for our family. And we hope that the media will understand that that will keep us very preoccupied in the coming days and weeks as he gets back home to the United States.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to disclose this right now. This is a good thing. The fact we got him back, and he's absolutely right. We shouldn't leave no one behind. Now, here's where I do have the problem. What he gave up. Now, in the world of trades of any kind, 3-for-1s, 4-for-1s, 5-1s are always bad. Now, I will be the first person to admit, John McCain, you were right. This was just a bad trade all the way around. Now, if you're going to do a 1-for-1, which it should be anyway, I'm good with that. But 5-for-1, we're going to see exactly what happens with this. Now, will he be debriefed? Of course, when he gets back here in his country, which I'm assuming he's back by now, because he was captive for 5 years. But that was a lot to give up to get one person back. Now, should he have gone to Congress first, got approval? Honestly, no. This should have been done from the start. Now, I'll be safe to assume that people are going nuts, because they are right now. And here's why I have a problem with that part. Using this as a political pawn? Are you out of your mind? Come on, you should be happy that he's back. As much as I trash the president myself, I'll be the first person to admit this is overall good. And we should all remember that. Hey everybody, Lance here. Did you know I have a GoFundMe campaign? Stop on by and help out the real deal. There was primaries during the week. Now, the one I'm talking about today is Mississippi. Now, the reason why I bring this up is not because they're having a runoff in 3 weeks. I'm not even here to talk about that. I decided to use this as my social commentary today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, say what you want about Thad Cochran and his opponent. But I'm here to talk about his opponent today and what his people did. Politics is a dirty business. And most of us know that. But I'm going to say this. His challenger, some people from his challenger's party decide to go get pictures of Thad Cochran's wife. Now, we probably wonder, why is that a bad thing? What if I told you she has dementia and has been bedridden? Now, how low do you have to go get something like that for any type of political gain? I can't think of any words to even comprehend even going down that road. It's very poor. It was very, very disgusting. I mean, I know you're trying to beat him, but come on. There's better ways of doing it. Now, with that runoff coming up in 3 weeks, that's going to be on a lot of people's mind. And keep in mind that they've been dumping a lot of money in this race. And then the question becomes, will this change it? And I'm not talking about it from a political standpoint. I'm talking about it from a morality standpoint. This be a situation now that everybody needs to take the high road. And you just made yourself, and don't make yourself more of an embarrassment of what you are. Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Warren was in the news. Now, just in case haven't realized it, all year long she's talking about getting the interest rate cut for students. Now, when he got that passed, now she wants to do a refinance for everybody else. Now, I'm going to say this is good. This is really good. Now, the president is planning on having a press conference on Monday to discuss what they're going to do. Now, understand something. The cost of going to school is expensive, and nobody questions that. And this always will be something good for everybody. And now, I don't know what rate they're going to use. I've seen 3.86% or something like that. Now, obviously, the banks are going to be mad. And obviously, so they can't make any money on interest. And I get that. But when I know people out there right now is paying loans back at 12, 13, 14%, come on. You'll never get out of that hole. Most people, you only got 20 years to pay it back. And obviously can't file bankruptcy because student loans are ineligible for that. So, you can squawk all you want, but this will happen. Now, here's a video of Elizabeth Warren talking about it.
Student loan debt is exploding. It's now greater than credit card debt in this country, and it's keeping young people from buying homes, starting families, starting small businesses, and growing our economy. Last year, Republicans and Democrats came together to lower the interest rate on new student loans, but they didn't help the millions of people stuck with older debt. I've introduced the Bank on Students Emergency Loan Refinancing Act to let people refinance higher interest rate loans to the lower rates offered to current students. Go to bankonstudentsbill.com to be part of our team to help young people. The louder we speak out, the sooner we'll give our kids some relief, and the sooner we give them a fair shot to succeed.
Now, I understand she's out there promoting other things because she's in a race right now, and it remains to be seen if she uses it as a platform to run for president. So, you're going to see this, and it's going to happen. Now, will it happen sometime this year? Yes. Do I know when? No. So we're going to see it. So you students out there, get ready for it. Hey everybody, Lance here. Did you know I have a GoFundMe campaign? Stop on by and help out the real deal. Well, news and notes time. Now, you probably noticed the watermark down in the corner. Now, as you know, I joined the Freedom Network. And this has been an ongoing thing, and it's here to stay. So you're going to find out, let me start that over. You're going to see, in addition to finding out, what's going to happen with the show. And also, the Roku deal is not dead yet. Now, it's still in the testing mode. They haven't given me an answer back yet. So you're going to see it. It's going to happen. And don't worry. And hopefully I'll get the webpage back up and humming again. So there's a lot of things going on here throughout the summer, so stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this week. I thank you for watching, and as always, be careful and remember, fear the root.